Good evening, everyone. We will now begin the evening session headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God for blessings and protection received while participating of paradise on earth. Amatsu-Norito and Miroku Prayer, please stand. Maharani kamzu marimasu, 가무러기 가무러미 노미 고도 모치데 어야 가무 이사나 기노미 고도 주크시노 기무카노 타치 하나노 오도노 아와기 화라니 미소기 화라이 타무 도키니 나리 마세르 화라이 도노 가미 타치 모로 모로 노 마가고도 tsumi 가레오 아라이 타마에 기요메 타마에 도마오 스고도 노요시오 가미 군이츠 가미야 오요로 수노 가미 타치 도모니 아멘노 푸치고마노 미미 부리 타테트 기고심 메세도 가시고 미가시고 미무마오 미로쿠 오미카미 마모리 타마에 사키하에 타마에 미로쿠 오미카미 마모리 타마에 사키하에 타마에 오시에 미요야 누시노 카미 마모리 타마에 사키하에 타마에 오시에 미요야 누시노 카미 마모리 타마에 사키하에 타마에 건나가라 다마지하에 마세 건나가라 다마지하에 마세 Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and may Sama bless you. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Faith. In this world, there are many people receiving God's love and abundant blessings, yet they fail to recognize Him. There are people who insist there is no God, not realizing that through their own words they are denying their own existence. The future lives of those without faith are like weeds floating upon moving waters, not knowing where to go. True faith should lead to serenity of mind and a life of happiness and joy. When we attain this state, perceive the love of God in the sun, the moon, and the stars, in the beauty of nature, the songs of birds, and the perfection of flowers. We recognize God's caring in the abundance with which our every need is supplied, such as food, clothes, and shelter, and for which we express our gratitude. We sense our oneness with all life, not only with people, but with nature, with the plant and animal life all about us. This is a spiritual ecstasy. Upon having done our best in any situation, in that tranquil and perfect trust in God. When I'm faced with a difficult problems that seems to defy solution, in spite of my best efforts, I turn to God for help and guidance. I release my problem to His wisdom and wait, trusting that the answer will present itself. I can say from experience that even if a prospect looks dark in the beginning, the result is always better than anticipated. God blesses me beyond my dreams in His own ways through His wisdom. It is indeed wonderful. By placing my trust in God, my life has been richly blessed with His miracles. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for attending this evening service where we had the opportunity to pray for our loved ones, for our ancestors, to pray for all those who are going through so much with so many purifications all over the world. And also, we appreciate God for everything that He has done for us. Today, our study will be about eradicating misery. So, for all those that are following me today, thank you very much. For those who are attending this uh, little study of Meishu-sama's teachings online from with Facebook and also the Miroku TV, YouTube, thank you. Um, Before we study these teachings about eradicating misery, it is necessary to know what misery, what is it? What is misery according to most people understanding? I would say that misery is a state of being extremely unhappy, yeah, or uncomfortable. Someone always complaining or in bad mood. That's a misery. Someone who's often very unhappy and is always complaining, and you have such a misery, unhappiness, feeling, sadness, desolation, grief, sorrow, distress, melancholy. It's all the feelings related to misery, poverty. And Meishu-sama says that it seems impossible to eliminate all these sufferings of misery completely, but the good news is that it is not too difficult to alleviate it or to make things better and easier. So let's see what Meishu-sama has to say about misery. First, let us consider what misery is in its essence. What is misery, according to Meishu-sama? Meishu-sama says that is there anything in this world to be feared more than affliction? There may be different reasons for it, but in most cases, the one undeniable cause is illness. There are other agents such as immoral behavior, greed, hatred, etc. But on closer investigation, we find these two are caused by spiritual or mental sickness. Now, pay attention to this. Caused by spiritual or mental sickness. The proverb, a sound mind and a sound body, it holds true. I have observed from many years of study that low morals, dishonesty, delinquency, alcoholism, bad disposition, laziness stem from physical imperfections and diseases. Until now, there has not been any sure method of attaining spiritual, mental, and physical health. The cause of human misery, clouds on the spiritual body, was not yet discovered. Even if it had been discovered, how to eliminate it would have remained unknown. Now, there have been many individuals who have claimed discovery of effective methods of healing. However, they could offer only temporary relief. So, as time has gone by, these people have sunk into oblivion or obscurity. Through revelation, I have learned that the only way to eliminate misery is to dispel the clouds from the spiritual body with the invisible spiritual energy, the divine healing of light. That's Johrei. So those who have had personal experience with Johrei, they know how truly powerful the light of Johrei is. Johrei, this invisible power that moves the visible, is the very essence of faith. That which is being transmitted by our Sekai Kyuseikyo or our Miroku association. Is this power. Johrei is the method that enables the focusing of the divine light directly upon the spiritual body, so it may awaken the truth of the great love of God. Is that manifestation of a divine energy transmitted through an individual to another for spiritual healing. That's Johrei. And we refer to this action as naturally and effortlessly bringing the soul to its own. Compared with the work of sending the divine light directly to the spiritual body, preaching appears of secondary importance. For members who are in direct contact with Johrei, with the divine light, to giving and receiving Johrei, spiritual progress is rapid. And they gradually attain an advancement that is difficult to achieve otherwise. Not only they are relieved from their own miseries, even at now, during this pandemic and so many things happening, if you are always receiving and giving Johrei, your system gets so strong that you become so healthier, that you can go through so many kinds of tribulations, purifications. Not only you are relieved of your misery, but you are endowed with power to help other people. And that's the most beautiful things. You have the power to help other people. So this was the teaching for today about eradicating misery, where we learned that through Johrei, the divine light, being connected is the most important thing to eliminate that spiritual clouds that is the cause of all of these miseries, all these sufferings. So let's continue receiving, giving Johrei, practicing virtue, helping others, that we will see changes in our lives. With this, I'd like to thank you all very much, and I hope to see you all tomorrow, our morning service. And also, I will be in Washington, D.C. area attending our Johrei meeting with the members in that area on this coming Sunday. So this brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and have a blessed evening. Thank you.